Hi there. It's time for my final gear video, and I'm going to do this one a little differently. This one is basically everything else that isn't part of one of my major systems, and I'm going to focus in more on the gear and less on me because these items are pretty small. Okay, first of all, I have a Nylofume pack liner. I have my black diamond trekking poles. Those, of course, will be carried. I have a Z-Packs umbrella, and I have this in a stuff sack from my Dutchware Chameleon spreader bar, and both the spreader bar and the umbrella will fit inside that stuff sack. I have my hygiene items, toilet paper. This goes on the outside of my pack and has several different items on it. I just clip it on with a little micro beaner, and it has my hand sanitizer, a little flashlight, and a combination thermometer, whistle, and compass, and then some hair elastics on there. Then I have my cooler cloth. I have a bug juice bottle that I'll use for a bidet. And then I have a snow stake. And what I've found is that the snow stakes make great trowels because they are long and narrow, and it'll help get between the rocks and the roots that are often found along the southern part of the Appalachian Trail. The next thing I have is what I call my first aid emergency bag. And this rides in the outside pocket of my pack so that it's easy to access if I need it quickly. And I'll pull that out and show you just what's in it. Okay, this is the contents of that Ziploc. First off, I have another Ziploc just sandwich bag inside there with some first aid items. Band-aids, some vinyl gloves, Leukotape, elastic bandage. I have a little packet of medications like Tylenol and ibuprofen, a couple of water treatment tablets in case I would lose my filter or it would quit working. On the back side of that, I have my emergency contact information so that if I would happen to pass out on the trail, my emergency contact phone numbers are there, plus the things I'm allergic to and my blood type. Then I have my tiny little Swiss Army knife. I have a little packet that's matches with a couple birthday candles in there for fire starters. I have a regular size Bic lighter. I have a cap for my water bladder that you'll see in a little bit. Some tender tabs and a sparker for emergency fire starting. Also some Vaseline and cotton balls for fire starting. This little mirror, just a little plastic mirror that I've had for a long time. I use that with my contacts, or if I need to see like a place I can't visually see. Packet of duct tape and some dental floss. The next thing I have is my Diddy bag and the contents of it. I have a little journal here. My granddaughter got me, I think, 12 of these, and they're really tiny, weigh less than 2 ounces each, and I'll write in those along the way, and then I can change them out when they get full and leave the other one with my friend providing support in the vehicle. I also have a little teensy pen, and I'm choosing to use this for my first journal. It says, do more of what makes you happy. And my grandkids make me happy, but also hiking and backpacking make me happy. So those are all going to be happy reminders. I have my electronics bag, and I have my toiletries bag, and I'll pull the contents of those out and show you what's inside of those. Inside my electronics bag, I have a Nitecore 10,000. I probably will be taking 2 of those at times. I do have 2 of them, but sometimes only have 1. I have a 3-foot C2C charging cord from Anchor that will charge the power bank. I have a little nano charger, super lightweight. I'll also have a 4-port charger with my friend in the support vehicle, but I'm going to take the little tiny one with me just in case I would have need of it. Then I have 2 6-inch cables. One is A to C, and the other is an A to lightning port, so that I can charge my headlamp and also my phone, and just put them up in the pocket of my hammock and not have a lot of cords hanging around dangling in the way. And then I have just a regular pair of Apple earbuds to take with me. This is the contents of my toiletries bag. Inside of here I have some little repackaged face cream and lip balm. I have Sports Glide that's been packaged into a lip balm tube. Have a little bit of sunscreen. I'll be taking full-size nail clippers. They're tiny, but they are regular nail clippers. A lot of people just do that in town, but sometimes if you miss a little spot, I've had where a toenail will start digging into the side of my other toe and make it bleed, so I want to have some nail clippers with me, and those are only about 1/3 of an ounce or so. Also, I'll have some regular tweezers with me. The tweezers in the Swiss Army knife are not the best, so I want some full-size tweezers. I have a men's handkerchief. I use that just like most people would use a bandana to wash off with, or wipe my tent down, or anything that needs to be done with a bandana. And then I have a light load towel that I will use to dry off with. I have some soap sheets. These are super lightweight. I have a little packet with some Q-tips and some dental floss in that. I have an extra set of contacts, contact case. I have a little gum brush. I have some crevices in my teeth between my molars, so I want to take one of those. I have a toothbrush. This one has a little refillable toothpaste in it that I got off of Amazon, but to tell you the truth, that doesn't work very well to refill it. It has a little adapter thing, but it works terribly and just makes a big mess. So once this is gone, I probably will just be using toothpaste tabs. And I have some contact solution. And those various toiletries, electronics, journal, odds and ends fit real nicely down inside of my little Diddy bag. 2 other things that go into my Diddy bag I forgot to mention are just a couple of short lengths of cord, and then my Nightcore headlamp. Next is my hydration. As I mentioned, I do use a water bladder. I have a platypus water bladder, had this for many years. I have a tube that this actually came off of a Gregory pack, and I love this particular little bite valve because it doesn't come off easily, plus it has a shut off so you can turn it off and on. With some of the other water bladder systems, I was always popping off the bite valve. This one does not pop off. Also in here, I have an inline filler adapter so that I can fill my bladder without taking it out of my pack directly from my Sawyer. I have a 1/2 liter platypus sport bottle that I like to have in my hammock at night in case I get thirsty. I usually just hang that off the ridge line. And then I have my Sawyer filter. Get these out. I have the Sawyer filter. I have an adapter so that I can turn this into a gravity feed system. Plus that also helps if you want to clean it. You can attach it to a hose faucet and clean it that way very easily. I have just the little cap that comes with that, little sport cap. I don't really use that. I may end up not carrying it, but for now I'm going to start with it. And then this is the adapter to fill my water bladder without taking it out of my pack. And then I have a CNOC or Canuck bag, however you pronounce that, I'm not certain. This is the 2 liter size, so together with my platypus, that gives me the ability to carry about 4.5 liters of water. And one final thing is my Gatorade sport bottle. I've had this a long time, but I really love this type of bottle. And I use that for putting drink mixes or electrolytes in because I don't like to put those in my water bladders. And finally, my food system, cooking and storage. I do have a knockoff VSR type stove. I got this at Trail Days one year from Anti-Gravity Gear. Super lightweight. It comes with a little kind of velvet carrying pouch, so it cushions it a little bit. I have a Toaks titanium spoon. I have a little food cozy that I made. Carry a mini Bic lighter as an extra. I have a Toaks 750 milliliter pot and the little cozy that it goes in that keeps it all together. And then I have my gas canister, half of a light load towel that I use to keep that from scratching the inside of my pot or rusting it. And then also it can be used as a little pot holder or just a little convenient cloth to wipe things out with. And then I have my bear bag, which I ordered from Hilltop Packs with my logo on it. And I decided to go with the white. Even though I thought blue might be pretty, I thought the white might be more practical. If I'm looking for my bag in the trees at night or in the early morning before there's a lot of sunlight, white would show up better than blue, I think. I have bear bag cord in here that I also ordered from Hilltops, and a little tiny rucksack. And I have a Nylofume liner for my food bag also, and a little clip to close that off. I know bears have really good sense of smell, but anything you can do to minimize the smell should help a little bit. So I do like to line my food bag with that so that hopefully they aren't finding my food bag, because even if they can't get to it, I don't really want them trying. And finally, I carry a little Ziploc container that doubles as my sink. I can use that for my contacts. I can use it to set my food bag down in if it's hot. If I need to wash anything up, including me, I can use it for that. The fuel, stove, lighter, and cloth all nest inside of the pot. And then the lid will go on that and hold that in a neat package. And then inside of my food bag, I did get the little sleeve put in to hold my spoon, so I'm not having to look for it all the time to see where I might have thrown it. And last but not least, my Hilltop Packs fanny pack that I also had done with the custom logo. And I love the blue background that I had put on that one. Inside of it, I'll probably have my snacks, my cell phone, anything that I need to keep close at hand during the day. I like how nice and simple this fanny pack is. It's just a big open bag. The top rolls down and then it fastens with a clip and makes it waterproof, or as waterproof as possible anyway. If you've watched all 3 of my videos, you now know everything I'm taking in my pack on the Appalachian Trail. I will give you the weights of some of the items that I just showed. The fanny pack is at 3.8 ounces, pack liner 1.3 ounces. Food and hydration altogether is just over 2 pounds at 2.06 pounds. Electronics 1.59 pounds. Hygiene, 0.35 pounds. Toiletries, 0.44 pounds. Miscellaneous, I didn't categorize, 1.33 pounds. The umbrella, 6.9 ounces inside of the case. Safety and first aid are 0.45 pounds. So altogether, my total base weight will be 18.56 pounds, which is a little bit heavier than I would have liked. But considering it's going to be an early March start and could run into some really cold weather, snow, rain, I don't think that's too bad, and I should be able to lighten it up some once warmer weather gets here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully the next time that you see a video from me will be from the trail. And remember, not all who wander are lost.